My name is Bethany Derringer. I am an AmeriCorps Vista serving with the Texas Hunger Initiative Austin Regional Office. And as a virtual act of service for this community on Martin Luther King Jr.'s Day of Service, I will be demonstrating how to create eye-catching and informative designs on a free site called Canva. Once you are on the site, you'll notice there are a series of templates to choose from. Today we will be creating an Instagram post. So once you select the template you want to use, there are various pre-made templates that you can work with those designs or start from a blank design, which is what we will be doing today. So I like to start with making sure I have my uploads ready that I will need. You can do this just by dragging and dropping from your files on your computer. So this will be, logos, images, that kind of thing. And for this design, I'm going to start with this photo in the background. And you see it kind of fills up the whole screen, but we want to drag it to the left to make sure that his face is not covered by any words we use. Next, I'm going to add this solid square so we have a good background for text to be seen well rather than on the background of the image. For text, head to the text bar on the left side. You can choose from plain text or some preset texts. So then you put in the text you would like to be seen there, and I'm also going to add our network logo here at the bottom. And when you can see when you add photos, if the margins are too wide, you can grab the solid white line on the sides of the image to kind of crop the sizing of that, and then drag from the corners on the dots to resize the image itself to make it fit. So once we have that done here, now we will make sure that the text the font matches the logo. So I created this logo, so I already have a plan for what the font should be, but you can just try your best to kind of get them to match as best you can. The Canva fonts are a little bit different than what you might see in Word or Pages, but they're all fairly similar. Now I'm adjusting the spacing between letters and lines on the text, which you see is on this button with the 3 lines. I'm going to make sure that it's consistent across both lines of text here. Once that's done, there's some extra space between these 2 boxes, so I clicked Ungroup when I clicked the 2 in the top right corner, and then I can drag the Day of Service line up a little bit closer to kind of help truncate things here. I'm adding this line to give some more visual definition between the text and the logo. You can drag from the sides to edit the size, and then we'll change the color to match the logo as well. Drag the cross hairs there to reposition on the page and make sure it's centered. We'll go ahead and do that with the logo as well. Once everything's centered, looks like it's in a good spot, we're going to go ahead and minimize the box behind it just to make sure that it's taking up as little space on the photo as possible. And then to make it less distracting, we're going to make it less transparent. So I'm going to stop at about 70 here. This gives a nice solid background without totally obscuring the photo in the background. One of my favorite tricks on Canva. And then we will go ahead and add these triangles on the side just to add some extra color to the image, make it a little bit more exciting. Being careful to make sure that everything lines up with the corners so that it's visually appealing. And we're going to go ahead and overlap with an additional triangle, which will change the color to make it pop a little bit more. This just kind of helps draw attention to the design itself, make it more exciting to look at rather than just a photo with some text on top of it. You can play around with different shapes and sizes. There's all kinds of elements on Canva to use. Now I am going to be sure to give credit for the photo that I use in this design. So this photo is from National Geographic Kids from one of their articles. So I'm going to go ahead and type that out, and then I will highlight the text So here I'm just making it a little bit easier to see. Now I will highlight the text and then hyperlink here on the three dots, click the link, and I go to the page that I got it from, and then we'll just copy and paste that into the hyperlink window. Click apply, and then when this design is live, if you download it as a PDF or PNG, you should be able to click on those words and it will take you directly to that site. So there you have it. Your design is ready to go. If you would like to learn more about how Canva is used and what kind of tips and tricks are available, there are plenty of tutorials on YouTube on the ins and outs of Canva, as well as on Canva itself. There's a mini design school that's free, and it just walks you through how to best use the elements that they have. This can be a great tool for creating presentations, flyers, logos, business cards, anything that you or your coalition may need to best distribute information to your community can be done really quite well with just not a whole lot of effort on Canva. And again, it's free, so it's a great resource to use.